Ziegfeld. How are you?
Good. Can we also talk about, we're talking about the education of the bully and shaming them in their behavior, and we're also talking about the education of the child regarding self-worth. I think there's also something to be discussed about instilling education on diversity. And because I think once we are acclimated to diversity, it then desensitizes how we're feeling about the different people around us. I mean, especially when you're young.
Yeah.
I think that's something.
And you would assume we're so accepting this day and age. It's normal to see someone.
Well, we think that. I mean, I live in Los Angeles now, and so I think that. But a lot of kids, or if you don't have exposure to people that are very different, which is I think what Michael's saying, you don't necessarily know. And I think fear can often sometimes breed some kind of hatred and stuff. And so I don't know you, so I'm scared of you, and that fear is going to turn into aggression. And so I like to think, oh, I live in Hollywood or West Hollywood or New York, over these big cities. I'm exposed to everything. That's not true for everyone, and that's not always true. That if you are exposed to it, that you understand it.
And what was it like for you two growing up? I mean, and did you feel accepted, or were you bullied?
Right now, I'm being teased for being the oldest guy on the panel. I want to strap this kid to camera too and send him home without any pudding. But I grew up in farm country, and it was very athletic. And genetically, I didn't have a chance. I was gay. I was Jewish. I was short. Forget it. It was over. My mom sent me to piano class. I just had it on my head. Give me a problem. But I had a bully from first grade through 7th, which, by the way, I just proved to my mother I can't have a committed relationship. But
this is obviously part of your routine.
It's not just think about it as we're talking, but I had it that way, and then I had it cyber-wise later on. And the bad thing about bullying is it's usually intangible. They whisper to you in the hallway. They send you a little note. I would sit at my desk and I would shake because it was this one kid, and our parents were also social friends. So sometimes we'd see each other in and out of school. Sometimes he would be happy, and sometimes he wasn't. He had a lot of crony. He knew my schedule. I'd be bike riding.
That's the thing is, though, this day and age, it's beyond school and the streets, right? It lives on 24/7.
So I think that one of the most important things about this is I don't think that you can have a no bullying policy, but I don't think we can dictate, and we certainly can't legislate human behavior. It's just not going to happen. I think the most important thing is it kind of when everyone was talking, it reminded me of living in New York when I saw someone maybe pickpocketing or someone in the subway doing something inappropriate. The louder I got and shined a flashlight on what was happening, the more people turned around and joined me in what was going on and what was wrong, really shining a light on it. And I think it's shaming it as it's happening is exactly what the doctor was saying as far as people participating. No one says you have to get into a physical altercation. I think that when one person says something loud, everyone wants to do the right thing.
Yeah.
And
so what's one thing, each person, I want to go through to each of you, what's one thing we can do today to stop bullying that you want to tell
I think
people?
The most important thing is you can tell a young person bullying's wrong. Yes, they know it's wrong, but it's what I said earlier. It's about instilling, desensitizing diversity. Because then it's a non-issue. They're not even going to notice it. I have a friend whose children grew up in a very mixed cultural neighborhood, and their friend came to visit them from Idaho, and they said, you're the only white guy here. He's like, I never even noticed. And I think that type of acclimation is important.
Definitely. We also have actor Adam Irigoyen with us today, who many of you may know from Disney shows like Wizards of Waverly Place and Shake It Up. Thanks so much for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And now it's nice to have you because you are younger than many of us. So what are you seeing?
I think that there shouldn't be sites like Formspring that you can, reply anonymously. I mean, if you're going to reply anonymously, reply, kind of like I love you kind of thing, just rather than...
As a mystery stalker.
Yeah, no. I mean, more like a secret admirer rather than a total hater.
Show be anonymous of positivity, not negativity.
Don't be drinking the haterade.
Yeah.
Nobody likes it, so...
Yeah, I know. That's a new line for you.
That's with the D.